Like Hey, Susie.
I dropped off my kids and then I was gonna head over. But if it's on Zoom, then that's fine.
Yeah, I was double checking because I forgot to confirm with everybody and I was running a little bit ragged right at the last few minutes. So I was like, if I need to grab stuff and go, I can, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to go there and have nobody there.
Yeah, and if we meet on Friday, that's fine because I won't have to deal with kids and picking up kids and yeah, feeding kids.
Exactly. And I've got pickup. I have to pick up my kids tonight at 7:30, and so everything kind of
Okay.
confuses things.
My husband's out of town, so I have, nobody else.
Yep, that's me too, because I divorced mine.
Yes. I have a couple sisters that have, single mom. Greg, my husband's sister remarried and she loves him. She loves her second husband. Her first was not a good match.
Yep.
I mean, I think he's okay as a person. Anyway.
I've got it just makes it easier because I was gonna have him bring the kids to me, and then there was this whole confusion. So my brain's fried.
Right. Well, happy birthday to your son. I'd like to go, but my kids are crazy. Anyways.
Oh, well, it already happened. It was on the 14th or on the 15th, but it went really well. And and my kids are crazy too. So next time you should come anyways.
Right. No, I was tempted. I just I don't know. But what else? Yay. I think I already sent you pictures of some of the things I was thinking for like a centerpiece, because we were talking about how we could each do a centerpiece.
Yes, and I have a few ideas for that as well.
And my favorite is the outline of a rose that the kids could then paint. They're painting the roses red. I thought it was really cute.
Oh, that's cute. I don't think I saw that one. I'll have to look.
And I have it's like freezer paper, and it makes really good like watercolor paper because it doesn't bleed through the other side. It's pretty stiff and you can roll it out real long and the kids could all just color.
Okay, there it is. I saved a few things on Pinterest for ideas.
Yeah, and I thought that was on your Pinterest page. It was like a painting the roses red.
Yeah.
But maybe I just saw it. I'm not sure.
Well, and that's the thing about Pinterest too, is that like sometimes it'll come up in your feed and it looks like it belongs in that board, but
oh, okay, it'll just hang out.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my other idea. Naomi, my youngest, she just got a baby bunny, and we could keep it in its cage, but I don't know if that's allowed. Like,
I don't. As long as it's not near the food, I think that's the main thing.
Right.
But that would be super cute.
It's not a white rabbit, but it's a bunny. It's like 10-week-old bunny, and it's super cute.
Aw. My bonus daughter was talking about potentially dressing up as the white rabbit.
Oh yeah, perfect.
But considering we've not gotten any costumes yet, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, but
hi Sally.
Are you guys gonna have the kitchen open, or is it just gonna be like a buffet?
Well, like what we did last time is each table got a 3-tier, kind of like this teacup one.
Okay.
They each got their own at their tables, and then we just refilled them as needed.
That's cool.
So that way they could just kind of hang out and be pampered. But it was mainly Brandy. I think it was just Brandy and I last year is what ended up being. And then we only had like 4 or 5 tables.
Okay,
So yeah,
No.
and then I know we've sold 6 tickets so far and they are not to members.
okay,
So that's a good thing. That means the words is spreading.
okay,
So basically today we need to come up with the layout so that we can tell janitorial how to set up the tables and the menu. Those are the main, and then we can
Okay.
discuss decorations and all that as well, but that is we need to, set the
First, right,
budget and make a plan for
the bare,
that.
the bare bones.
Yes. So there's all kinds of these. Oh, am I sharing screen? Yes. Okay. Sally, you're muted.
Now it says I'm mute. I like the heart sandwiches.
Yeah, there was some really cute ones. And I don't have a heart cookie cutter, so if somebody else does,
I'll see what I have. I've got lots of cookie cutters.
okay. Yeah, there are some really, really cute ones in here, especially like the Queen of Hearts, and with the hearts, it all goes hand in hand. Okay, so here's what I was trying to find. This is how the 3 tiers are usually set up. The first tier is on the bottom, and that is the savories. So the cucumber sandwiches, the ham and cheese, or whatever we decide to do. The second course is the scones, and it's usually with either the clotted cream and or jam. And then the third tier is the sweets. And that can be any sweets that we decide on. So that's how the tiers are usually set up. And then we can add more if we want to add more, have things on the side, things like that. But that is usually how the afternoon tea setup is. Start for the tiers. Where'd my pen go? Hold on, just a moment. I gotta find a pen.
Okay, my question is, if I'm gonna be eating the food, should I buy tickets myself? Like,
If you're
if I'm helping-
volunteering,
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to volunteer.
yeah, if you're volunteering, then whatever's left over, and we get to snack in the kitchen or whatever, but no, you wouldn't need to pay for that. Because volunteers are going to be pretty vital, especially depending on how many of us or how many people how many tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, I was planning to work until I found out that my good friend's husband's memorial was that day.
Oh no, this year?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Sad.
Sorry.
But I'll come and decorate.
Yeah, because we'll be decorating the day before.
Right.
And as far as decorations, I did get the water beads, the Orby things, so that we can do like the centerpieces where they're like they go clear.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The little
So
clear beads.
Yes.
Clear beads. Oh, those would be pretty.
Yes, and we can, and I did also get here, actually, let me turn my camera on and I'll show you what I've got so far. There it is. Push this.
And those are fairly easy to clean up. You just have a sieve.
Yeah, exactly. And then they dry out and you can use them for the next go around.
Pretty much. And then different decorations inside them.
And I got a giant full deck.
Oh, wow.
Of playing cards.
Nice.
So that will be, you can have like the little characters made out of them. We can use them for centerpieces. There's all kinds of things. This one is just I got it off of Amazon, and it's a bunch of little teapots that are in a banner, and they're a bunch of different styles. And then these ones just showed up today. I got These can go inside the centerpieces to make them look like they're floating as well. But I've got these little bitty characters. There's like the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, wow.
There's the rabbit.
Yeah, we stick those in the clear beads.
Yeah,
And then when you put the
that way
water,
they'll
it
be
looks like they're floating.
And they got Alice, and each centerpiece can have their own theme as far as a character.
Nice.
And then got Queen of Hearts. Hey, stop it. The Mad Hatter. And Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Now, these are all plastic, right?
Yes, so they're all
So they're
plastic.
not going to be bothered by the water.
Not at all. Yeah, they won't be bothered
Phenomenal.
by it at all. Hey, boys, knock it off.
But it isn't the kids, it's the dogs.
Always, I have 4 children and none of them listen. But yeah, these are just little plastic characters. There we go. You can see it a little better. And they
Nice.
can go inside with the Orbeez off. And then we've got the cards. And oh my God, you guys are gonna go to bed. Stop. Tammy just came down, so she's stirred them up.
Blame it on her, huh?
Yeah. It's not my dogs. It's totally Gammy's fault. So if we each take on a centerpiece, we can have it be either themed around each individual characters, or we can just kind of wing it, like I'm good with however we want to do it that way, however you guys want to do it. Then so as far as centerpieces go, it really depends on how many people we get. Oh, lost somebody.
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay, Sally must have disappeared.
Those are beautiful.
Aren't they cool? And this one, I really like that you can welcome back. There's all different ideas in here, and there's like the tiny little tarts, macaroons. But yeah, the bottom is the savory and tea sandwiches. The second tier is the scones with jams, and the third is this whatever sweets we decide on. But in order to do things as quickly as possible, I was looking up different hacks like this one with the fruit. If you guys can see it, they cut the tip off the syringe and then they just poke it and do the layers between the fruits, stick a toothpick in it, and then lay it on the plate. And there's a bunch of different ones like that. I thought this one was really cute too, where it's basically the caprese salad, but it's made it look like little mushrooms. Oh, Sally, we can't hear you.
Cream cheese, like on the tomato.
It's actually mozzarella.
No, on top of the tomato, the dots.
Oh, the dots. It might be cream cheese. I was trying to figure out what that one is. I haven't fully looked at the recipe yet. And then you can do the same thing with like the strawberries. I'm gonna send Sean a message real quick. So basically we need to do a menu and the layout.
That's really cute, the card.
Yeah, inside the little vases.
That's cute. No, I filled out a form just at Bella Bella Bakery, but I'm not sure if other bakeries would donate. If we have like a donation request form, but I'm not sure if it counts.
I don't know. I have not yet reached out.
Well, I just filled out a form, so I gave them our email. So if you see an email,
I will keep an eye out for it for sure.
yeah, I'm not sure how much time they would need. Or if we should ask for other places that would donate, but I don't know if it would count for
And I'm going
nonprofit.
to talk to Alexis because she works at the Fred Meyer Bakery and she's also a member,
Mm.
so she might be able to
Mhm.
look into that as well.
I think like Winco is online. Like Costco is online if we request donations, but
Okay. Um,
Winco has the bakery in the Silverdale, but not in the Bremerton.
correct.
And a lot of them from Bremerton come from Tacoma. Okay, offhand right now, what I had found are, let's see, do I have a video going?
Oh, let me open it up. Make sure I see.
I have 2 different sizes of butterflies. I have a flower. So I have 2 different sizes of butterflies, flower, and an umbrella. I don't know where I have the other ones,
Okay.
but these are the few that are right here available right now.
what if we make just like a homemade batch of Play-Doh and the kids could use the cookie cutters? It's fun. I don't know if we want to do that, but it's fun.
I probably would nix that idea mainly because most of the tables are going to have linen tablecloths on them.
Right.
But we do have other tables that we can set up for different craft ideas and entertainment. One of the things we had talked about at the last meeting, where'd it go? We had talked about possibly having bingo again, some kind of crafting. I did find a link that has party games. Here, let me clear again. But before we get into the games, let's focus on food first and get one out of the way. So, what kind of sandwiches do we want to serve? Do we want to do like the cucumber sandwiches, the ham and cheese, turkey? I mean, we can do anything.
I know some kids really like the Uncrustables.
Well, personally, I think that making like even peanut butter and jam with the cutouts would work.
Okay.
I don't think the kids are that into cucumber sandwiches. The parents might like them.
So what if we did one sandwich as a PB&J and the other like a ham and cheese?
That would work. Or you could have like 3 or 4 sandwiches. Like if there's how many people at the table? 4 or 6?
Yeah, comfortably 4.
Okay, let's say we do 4. Figure 8 sandwiches at the table. If it's little kids, you're going to put at least 2 to 4 peanut butter and jam sandwiches, because the Uncrustables are nice, but basically they're expensive for what you're getting.
Yeah, we could easily make some the same thing with cute cutouts.
Right. And maybe with 4 kids sandwiches and 2 ham and cheese and 2 cucumber.
I like that, because I was thinking too, if there's people that are, have allergies, or are vegan, or you know what I mean? Like having alternatives is always good.
But we also need to look at, no, you don't need to keep the ham cold. alternatives like gluten-free bread. Or,
I've tried gluten-free. It's not a good substitute, so just maybe other like antipasta or something.
for sandwiches,
Well, gluten-free bread is just not delicious.
Yeah, I was thinking
I've
instead of
had
like,
some gluten-free bread that's I like better than I did regular bread.
oh, I have yet to try anything like that.
My son-in-law is totally gluten-free,
Okay.
and my daughter has gotten some breads that are just absolutely phenomenal. I'll have to ask her where she gets them from.
Okay. So, I mean, we can offer that as an option. I just don't want to spend too much money on it and then have nobody want it, or need it.
Basically, what I'm also worried about is, the peanut butter, which they say, well, you can't have it because it's a nut. But peanut butter is not a nut. It's a legume. But people are allergic to it.
Yeah. And so that's something that we can maybe ask, once we get a few more people, we can send an email and ask if there are any nut allergies in the group, if need be.
Right. And then with those, you would probably put in something, maybe not peanut butter and jam, maybe I'm trying to think of what other kids would like.
There's just plain cheese sandwiches too.
Cheese sandwiches or ham and cheese. They might like ham and cheese.
And if we do just like a cheese sandwich without the ham, then we wouldn't have to buy anything additional.
Right. Well, with the
Yeah.
because you also might have some Jewish people who can't have ham.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we kind of have to look at all the angles.
Yes. So we do, a PB&J or a cheese sandwich, depending on their preference.
Right.
And then we have the ham and cheese and the cucumber sandwiches for the top tier or for the bottom tier.
Right.
The middle tier would be scones.
Which basically are baking powder biscuits with jam or clotted cream.
Yes. And I feel like we could make those.
Those would not be hard to make.
No, and we could make those at the club.
Right. Yeah. And then the top tier, what would you want for the top tier for the sweets?
So I've seen macaroons or macarons, however they're called, eclairs. I've seen tarts, and I've seen small cakes.
I would think that little tarts could be a good one to go along with the theme.
I agree.
And having more than maybe there's cherry and strawberry and orange, not orange, but like mango or something like that. And some of those can be, I don't have one of the tart pans, but I mean, they're just little ones.
Yeah, and you can buy the pre-made mini tarts, crusts, and then just put the, like the pie filling and stuff like that in them.
Right.
We made, it was just pie crust you roll out, and then you put your own like jam, and then you do a little glaze on top. It was fun.
Right, but basically it's the shape and the type, how it is put together.
Yes.
It's, it's like it's basically kind of like this shape, but smaller.
Yep. I had some images of the tarts too, because that was the Queen of Hearts and her tarts.
Right.
Okay. And so we could easily do the crusts, buy the pre-made crusts, and then just fill them with the pie filling. And those ones would be super quick and easy too.
Right. Do they have the pie, the tart crusts, or is it pie crust that we would be cutting down?
I believe they're actually already pre-made and cooked.
Okay, phenomenal.
Yes, let me double check that. Pre-made tart shells. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay,
shells.
because if need be, we can get like muffin tins and make them in that, the individual muffin tins. Then
So,
we
yeah,
would have to cut them
looks
out and
like-
all that.
Safeway has, here, let me share my screen again real quick.
I never go to Safeway, so I don't know.
I just looked it up on the internet. So
Oh,
Safeway has these mini pastry shells.
nice.
And these ones come sweet or savory.
Oh,
and
they're phyllo
15
too.
shells. Yes, and they're 15 shells in each one, and they're only $2.29.
So we could get 2 of those and that's 30.
Yes. And no, we
Okay.
would not need to keep the ham sandwiches cold. And yes, we could use lettuce wraps for those who don't want bread. We
Right.
did some messages. So yeah, we'll just get the phyllo shells and then pastry shells. And then yeah, if we have like 30 of them and have
We
Well,
might
I
have to go. We might have to go more than 30.
That's what I was thinking. I think we should almost do 60 so that we can have like 4 for each table. If we're having 4 different people at each table, we could have some strawberries, some lemon or something like that.
Right.
So we'll probably have to do closer to 60 or maybe even 75 of them, depending on how many. It really depends on how many people are coming to.
Well, the tart shells are not that expensive at $2.29.
Exactly.
I mean, we can have lots of tarts.
Yes, and those ones, I think those ones are going to be probably one of the bigger hits too.
Right, especially with kids.
Yes.
Where do you get the tarts?
They're at Safeway, the little shells,
Okay, so,
and Albertsons looks like too. They have the same ones.
okay,
And they're $2.29 for the pack, and each pack has 15 in it. And then yeah, I would say like the lemon and strawberry or raspberry.
I'd go strawberry, but that's my personal preference.
Same for me.
Another thing we could do is get a custard to go into them with just a little bit of the fruit on top.
That's a good idea too.
It kind of cuts down a little bit on the sweetness.
Mm-hmm. And fills them up a little bit more, so it'll make the filling go farther too.
Right. But I mean, the custard mix is not that much. We could even buy a bunch of
Pudding.
pudding. That's it.
Yep.
My mind has gone to mayonnaise tonight.
No, me too. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So between you and me, we'll come up with something.
Well,
But
and then
anyway.
we have Susie too. So
Right. But I mean, I'm coming up with, I can't think of what pudding is and you can and vice versa.
between the two of us, there's one working mind.
Right. 2 great minds, but a single thought.
Right.
Susie, we're not discounting you. You just have a
You're-
whole
you're
mind
good.
to yourself.
no,
We just have to
I,
share a mind.
my mind wanders off and I get distracted, so.
Me too.
Squirrel.
ADHD, gotta love it.
But that would be fairly easy to get. Another thing possibly to do instead of pudding is over at the chef's store. They have those long not pie filling, but they have
It's
like a
donut.
tube,
Yeah, it's
No.
like donut custard
It-
filling.
right, that we
Custard.
could put in, and then with the fruit on top.
Yes. There's like the Bavarian cream ones. Is that what you're
That's
talking
it.
about? Yes.
I think they have lemon, the Bavarian cream. With the lemon, we'd fill it up with the lemon. We
Yeah.
would not do
We
half
wouldn't
and
do
half.
No.
But the Bavarian cream would be a good one. The lemon would be a good one. They're already made. All we have to is barely cut off the tip and then squeeze it into each one.
Yes, I think that would be perfect. And all
My
of these
first-
can be done the night before and then stuck in the fridge too, so that we're not having to rush the day of.
Right. Another question I have is, a lot of times are these pre-baked or do we have to bake them?
It looked like it said it was already baked. Let me double check.
Okay. Because that's something we have to consider also. Because
Yeah.
if it has to be baked ahead of time, you know, we'll have to bake them and then cool them a little bit before we put the filling in.
Yeah, and that we might bake them the night before. So it says just add your favorite filling.
Okay, so it sounds like they're baked.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. Yep, ready to thaw and fill. So all you have to do is thaw them out and fill them up.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of every possible,
I'm glad that's what, yes, we need to do that.
you know, plain, as they call it, plain devil's advocate. So we don't have to, you know, be surprised.
Yeah, because and it happens at every event that we do. There's going to be something that throws us. So
Right. Another possibility would be if we were to make cookies for the top.
yeah, and that's why I was thinking like the macaroons. Because again, they're already pre-made and they have the different colors and all that. Oh, where'd it go?
I think Costco might have the macaroons.
Last I checked, they did. I have not been to Costco in a little bit, but that is that was the place that I had seen them.
I filled the car with gas, but I haven't gone there to, it didn't go in for food.
Right, same. So that, and then we just need the coffee and then the tea. What flavors of tea?
Wait, I think we're going to need a variety.
So do we just get like a bunch of different herbal teas and have them make their own?
That's
Yeah.
a possibility. Or,
They can do it at each table and just keep the hot water flowing.
right. There's that possibility. Or if we have a bunch of little teapots.
We do.
Okay, because like I've got. Nice thing about being at the house, I can pull things out.
And that same for me, honestly, is because I have so many things here that are like scattered around. That's why I was like, do I need to pack up all my stuff? Because I will, but okay, yes. Then we have, oh, I don't think
I
I
have two of these kind.
that's pretty much what the other ones are too.
So I have two of those. And what we could do is have one or two of them at each table where they can pick their own and fill, you know, just put their tea into it. And then we just fill it with hot water.
And that was, I believe we were trying to get as close to 25 of everything at the last, for the last party so that we could do 25 tables with 4 people each, that we could accommodate like 100 people.
Right.
And so I know we got that many. We've got the linens, the white linens for that. And then the tablecloth runners. So we have enough for 25 tables of those. And then we have, I believe we have close to 15 kettles and then at least 50 to 75 teacups. We have saucers. We have salad plates. There were napkins somewhere, but I don't know where those ended up.
They might be in the cupboard with the linens.
Yeah, they might be. I'll have to peek at that. I'll look for those.
And we
Yeah.
might also consider for next year making new things.
Yes.
Because some of us do have a sewing machine.
Oh yeah, I have one. I just don't use it much because I'm not great.
I use mine all the time.
Yeah, I need to get a little better about that, but
There's gonna be a photo booth, right?
I do want there to be some kind of photo op. I have not planned anything for it yet though.
Would we put like a big overstuffed chair, like with the white, and then get Matthew to be the white rabbit for them to get pictures done? Hey Matthew, guess what? You're going to be the white rabbit. Get a rabbit suit.
Right.
He'd absolutely hate me if I told him.
Yeah, he probably would. He's like, it's one thing to be Santa, but I don't know about being a scary bunny.
A big white bunny sitting on the chair to get a picture taken.
I'm I'm like, or we could turn him into the caterpillar and give him extra arms and
Oh,
put him in a mushroom.
Okay, now off the subject a little bit. Next year, if we get our theme ahead of time, we can have all year long to find things for it
Yes,
instead of last minute.
yes. And this, yeah, this year, there, yeah.
It's just kind of gone.
Time just kind of flew by, to be honest. And
Right. And so I was thinking as I'm driving home from club tonight, that, that would be nice if we could, events committee could work on it all year long.
yes, I agree. I would love to be able to have these plans done much sooner and have most of the prep work done sooner.
And with Farrell and Shonda, with their creativity,
Yes.
I'm sure that they would go, oh, this is the theme. Here, let's see if we can get this together.
And Farrell has already, she's been sending me stuff as well. So,
Doesn't surprise me.
yep, she's on it. So I mean, she doesn't have a ton of time right now, but she is helping.
Right.
This is actually something I would really like us to do though.
Frank, you're gonna watch it?
I do like that.
Yes, I think because we were
Um,
talking about like the through the rabbit hole, which we still can, but this I think is an easy entrance.
I have some burlap
Oh,
that we could cut out, put on the wall, put on the door
that
and
would be
decorate it. I am not creative, but I know Farrell is.
yeah.
but-
And see, me, Farrell, and Shonda, we've worked together on a lot of these things. So like and that's one of the things I wanted to pick her and your brain about too is oversized flowers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these, I love the idea of like the white roses and then we just splatter paint with the red.
And red roses splattered with white.
Well, yeah, because it's painting the roses red. That's the whole,
Right. But you've got in the books, you've got the white queen and the red queen.
yeah, but the red queen did not force the people to paint the roses red. That was the red queen.
Right. But the white queen is the one who had the roses.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. And then I did also order, which I thought were supposed to be here today, signs kind of like this.
Oh, no, neat.
Yes. So they're
Perfect.
there's yes. So I got some of those as well. How cute is this though? Hold on. For like a centerpiece.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was adorable.
You said you did get it,
I got the signs, yes.
but not the legs.
No, I have not got the legs. That one we'd have to do ourselves.
Okay.
But that one honestly would not be difficult at all. Like that's basically tissue paper in a box and then just cut out the little legs. So,
And paint them.
yep. Where's the other one? Floki, shut up your face. So these were ideas for centerpieces, like, depending on how, and we can auction these off, we can raffle these off, we can give them away as gifts. So these are all different things. Like, look how cool these are. And it's basically Dollar Tree moss, like the fake moss. And then,
Right.
So these are what I wanted to work on at the work party is the centerpieces and any other decorations that we need.
Is there a budget?
We had, yes, hold on. Brandy sent that to me. Let me see if I can find it in a decent amount of time.
So we'll have a work party Friday. Will there be just, you said the next Friday to set up?
So yeah,
Right.
we're going to have this coming Friday. Hold on, let me pull up the calendar too. So
We
this
have
coming
this coming
Friday, the
Friday, next
28th.
Monday is a general meeting, and the Friday after that is the night before the tea party.
Right. So we will have today, the 28th, and then the membership meeting if we need to do anything there, we have.
Right, yeah, I
then the-
forgot.
And then the 5th of and then the 5th of May.
will be the
Cinco de
setup.
Mayo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. There it is. Budget. 2023. Okay, events, tea party. She has it set for $625.
Personally, I think that might be a bit high unless we start getting a lot more people.
Yes. and
Because
so
with
we don't
6
need to spend it all.
At 6, we're only brought in $90 so far.
Yes. Actually, it's $60 because you got the buy two, get one free. Because if you buy for 2 kids, the mom gets free.
Right.
So it's only $60 that we've made so far.
Okay.
Events calendar. And I don't know if you guys have seen, am I still screen sharing?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. This is what the website currently looks like.
Right,
So it has the open to public, purchase your tickets today at the website, Saturday the 6th at 2 p.m. And then, so it says the West Side Improvement Club is hosting another afternoon tea party. This spring tea theme is Mad Hatter's Tea Party with Mom and Me in honor of Mother's Day 2023. Come enjoy an afternoon to decompress, unwind, and enjoy a warm cup of tea and delicious goodies with your neighbors, friends, and friends you haven't met yet. And then tickets are only $15 per person or buy 2, get 1 free. So it's not heavily advertised on that, but there is option on the webpage. We'll offer a variety of hot and cold teas, coffee, and 3 tiers of sandwiches and treats that will complement them. Games and activities for your entertainment. Part of the fun is doing afternoon tea is dressing for the occasion. We encourage Alice in Wonderland costumes, but this is a great opportunity to put on your favorite party dresses and most dapper attire.
Nice.
And then we've got the tea party tickets and then the group tea party.
Okay. My mind just went blank again.
Sorry.
Just go on. It'll hit me again about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right, same. So as far as food, we've got that pinned down. And then as far as setup, okay, so last year we did it was still a COVID thing. So we were keeping people pretty separate and having like different pods, so to say, like 2 tables put together. However, we could do the long rows, which is kind of the Mad Hatter style with the long tables. And we could have 2 or 3 rows. What do you
But
guys?
spread out.
Yes. Give
So
them
like
enough room to be comfortable, but
a
to have
table,
rows kind
no
of like the bingo
table, a
table.
table, no table, a table, no table.
Right.
And the long
said-
white linens.
yeah, you said you have the long white linens.
And we also have table runners.
I think that'll look good just to be a long, because that's like Alice in Wonderland, they had a long table.
Yes. And that's what I was saying, like the Mad Hatter tea
Mad
party.
Hatter's Tea Party is a long table,
Image-
long
But
white table.
We could always split them in half instead of it would take up the whole entire length of the room. We could just,
But we split them in half. We can easily have 8 people at the table.
Yes, and we can maneuver between them to, and all that as well. And they'd still have room to move about and
Okay, my thought on that. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper here. I only have 5,000 papers around here. My thought on setting it doing it. If we do the half tables, you're gonna kind of get the idea, but it's not the whole room.
Right.
But if we do the half tables,
Oops, what did I do?
where we'd have a table down, a table up, a table down, a table up, a table down, a table up. So then it's like your own little individual thing.
And that's what we did at the last one. Is we had two tables set together so that it was wide enough to put the stuff, because when they're at the table, they've got the teapots, the tiers, and then the centerpieces. So to make enough room, we doubled them up and had two tables and made little squares out of them, basically, and
Right.
then had those scattered throughout the floor. Actually, I think I have you guys seen the pictures from last year?
No,
I just
But-
thought, like, I recognize Cheryl Elstrand in the picture,
Let me
I
go.
didn't think she was there.
and it looked like she was wearing a nice,
Actually, Cheryl was not there last year, but
Oh,
there
wait,
was
so-
a lady with
that looked like Cheryl.
yes. Let's see. Oh, no.
But as it is now, we have these real long tables.
Yes, they're 6 foot by 3 foot. So if we did 6
Two.
foot by 6 foot,
Right. And that would work out. But but not keeping them in the real long tables is basically what I'm trying to
yeah.
say. Because you want it to be a little more intimate.
And we don't want to have everybody, crammed up and all that, but you want to still kind of go with the theme. Here we go. Let me screen share again and I'll show you. Where's my little controller? There it is. Share screen.
Did we have anyone who came the last minute to come in?
Not last year, no.
Okay,
So you can see the runners in the middle are the color strips, and then the white linens. And then last year, those were the 3 tiers, but they were really, really flimsy.
right.
I have like 100 white plates that we can put together. Is this the lady you were talking about?
I just remember it looking like an older women. So this year you were advertising for kids.
Yes. This year was definitely more. There you go. You can kind of see how we had the different layout there.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking the table's going this way and not this way.
Yeah, which we definitely can do.
Where it's, one this way, one over here, so they're a little more spread, they'd be a little more spread out.
Yeah.
And they're not all facing the same direction.
Are we using those table runners or a different one?
We have, I think, 5 of each color or something along those lines. So we have like the green, the purple, and you can see in the back, there's like a coral. So each table had its own little theme. There you go. You can see the different colors.
Yeah, the dark blue, the light blue, the purple, the salmon, the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 different colors.
Yeah, I think we got 5 of each color. So we had a total of 25. And then, yeah, so you can kind of see the tiers, which, like I said, I have those white plates, and then I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and get some small vases or double shot glasses or something glass, and use the E5000 or whatever it's called,
Yeah,
and glue them so that they are more sturdy.
are we going, okay. The ones we did last year, did we put them away in the cupboards in the hall?
I think most of them got tossed.
Okay. Okay. Not for this year, but for next year, Ally Express has the three-tiered plates, or, three-tiered,
Oh, yeah. The trays.
and they're like about $14 each.
Okay.
But you can get different colors. But they are not collapsible, but you can take them apart to store them.
Perfect. That's the best part, is the storage, because that was one of the reasons that this one did not work last year either, is because trying to store it, it was not breaking down.
Right, and so that's why my thought was start working towards this for next year.
Yes, I agree.
Because, sometimes you order things from AliExpress and I get it within 3 to 4 weeks. Other times it might be 2 months.
And you just never know.
Right.
I am going to switch over to my phone because I'm going to go get my kids, but I wanted to, well, actually, as far as today goes, did we get everything done that we needed to?
I think so.
Okay.
And then Friday at noon,
Yes.
right?
Friday at noon?
Yeah, we're starting at noon so that we have days without, for those of us with the littles, we don't have to worry about the littles.
Okay.
And we have more time to bust a bunch of stuff out.
Okay.
And then people can show up, a little later if they need be. But yeah, so Friday at noon.
I'm just going to put it on my calendar because I had tonight from 5 o'clock to 6:30 to work on this. And then we had the events meeting from 6:30 to 8. So.
Oh, did I screw up?
Well, that's what we had talked about because you didn't have the kids. And that's why we were going to meet. And so I get there about 5:15, 5:20, and I'm the only one there. And I'm going, okay, I guess I got it messed up again.
I'm so sorry. It's probably me. Admittedly, I've had my plate quite full lately, and I'm trying to keep all the things from spilling, but there are some things falling through the cracks. So
Well,
feel
that's
free to
okay.
be like, Sandra, what the F?
It might be I might have been the only one who wrote it down that way.
Okay, because from now on, anytime we are going to create a time, I'm immediately putting it on the calendar as we're talking about it, so that way there's no confusion and I'm not doing it later.
Are we going to have to come up with next year's events calendar?
Yes, I would like to do that here very soon, like we did last year, and go through the calendar and plan for that. So yes, we can probably do that as we're doing the
Working
other
on Friday.
party. Yeah, so we can multitask. So other than that, I'm gonna go grab my kids, and I will see you ladies on Friday.
So we're
Bye.
adjourned.
We are adjourned.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Good
Bye.
night.